evening on Silver Pine Forest, and with me tonight, Soso, welcome, and
Thank you.
Slythe.
Yo, hey guys.
So let me quickly activate the in-game volumes. I hope the volumes are good, but if not, then yeah, let me know in chat and I will adjust them with a 50-minute delay. So, 4 interesting spawns here. What do you expect tonight?
I have no expectations. How about you, Slife?
Yeah, I expected 3 elves, and there are 3. So, but did you see if that one guy was random, or did he pick elf in the last moment?
I think he was random.
He was random, I think, yeah.
Okay.
So one of the few true random players. And interesting to see here that everyone's going for the Ancient of War creep at the natural, I guess with random hero, where you don't know for sure that you're going to get a hero first that can creep it. It makes sense, but it feels like a waste of the Ancient of War to use it for your natural. Like, to me, it does. I think it's too easy of a creep spot to use an Ancient of War for it.
Yeah, you don't know which hero you will get. So if you get a really bad creeping hero, the AW will help a lot.
You need it really, yeah. And also I think it's interesting that we have close spawns for every player.
Yep.
So for blue and yellow, it's gonna be really hard to get that second expansion.
What are
They will have to decide either to rush somebody or
quick
hero
bets.
Expansion
Hero bets.
on the other side of the map.
Blue Firelord. Blue Firelord. Damn it. FS. Red. Criplord. Criplord. Damn it. Naga. So last match we had pretty awesome heroes. This with Naga first, FS first, and DK first.
Yeah,
not so good.
I would say they're average heroes. Yeah, I think Naga can be really good, but it's all situational. DK also can be really good with the aura, but you never know.
I guess it's alright against Orc, like it's horrible against Undead, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, we don't see any top tier heroes as a first hero, I think.
Yeah. Not yet.
Farsi is quite nice to have for creeping. Yeah.
Farsi are very good.
Yeah.
But where's Yellow's hero?
He's late altar. Nah, like Orc being in surround here is super tricky, and especially with another like non-Blade Master hero, you might not be able to get a Shredder easily even, so it's like a super tricky map, I think, for Orc. Maybe even the trickiest. Like late game, if you like stay alive, it's alright with the markets, but it's horrible early.
Yeah, also because there's usually early like aggression on this map, I would say.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could play like banking on 50 and just buying items, but I rarely see that players allow that to happen.
He gets a Dark Ranger, so I guess that's pretty good for him. Like that's a valid, viable first hero.
Really cool hero for Orc first, I think. Yeah.
And I like that, like purple is doing what I'm always doing too as a night elf on this map. I take that free natural first because there are only 6 spawns, so it's so valuable to have 2 expansions early on. And
yeah, it's very smart, and that way you don't have to contest the mine early.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect move, so I really like his decision to do that. And also he's going to creep the... I'm not sure, like I personally always like to go for the mid creeps with the Ancient of War, simply because I think it's kind of cool to do that. And he already tries to secure, like, that's super interesting, like to place 2 archers that early.
Yeah, I think it's smart.
Yeah, it's really smart. I've never seen someone doing that early. Like I also sometimes, if I creep on Twilight, creep it early, I like hide an archer next to the lab. But this is like super. This was super early.
It's actually a really greedy opening. But I mean, he has 3 archers and he has plenty of resources, so it makes perfect sense, I think.
Yeah, I really
risk
like
it.
this move. That's
Yeah.
something. Because the
To make
shredder,
sure he will get. Yeah.
yeah, he gets it. Like the shredder is
Yes.
always a big deal here.
Yeah, there's only 2 shredders, so probably purple practiced this creep route.
Yeah, so he gets a shredder. He's in a decent spot. Yeah, I like his creep route. If he gets the natural expansion next, I think it's really good. And yellow is not going for the shredder. I'm really surprised that he.
Blue is taking the red creep.
Yeah, but he could have easily stolen the shredder here, and I think it's much more important for
He's
yellow.
taking the shredder now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Orc is without shredder for a long time. It's gonna be
and
difficult for him to get the tech.
And he could have, like, he just passed it. Like
Now he's creep jacking blue.
Oh, and blue is not reacting, so blue will lose Engine of War and the shredder potentially. If he,
I think it's it's gonna be risky, but if he gets the Ogre Lord, it could be worth it to go for the creep jack.
this
But
illusion
he's-
tanks so much damage here, so that was pretty good. But the shredder, he's not pulling it back.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
frozen. But
Yeah.
But
yellow
it's,
realized too late.
It's really bad for yellow to attack into us around. I'm not sure I like this move, to be honest.
If he had killed the shredder, maybe, but like that was
He's
almost-
even about to lose his hero.
And he
Yeah.
did he steal the? Woohoo.
2 health left.
That was a very strange creep jack.
That guy has a very good ping or a very bad one.
Yeah.
He could have
Who-
stolen the shredder. I don't know. That was
Blue even got the item. Yeah.
and also experience, right?
Needs to fill the.
No, I think yellow got the
Nitro.
experience.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. He forgot to fill the expansion, so he's a bit
that's-
behind.
That's something I always did back in the day. when I
Forgetting.
played elf. Yeah, forgetting the whisper in the mic.
And also now blue with the like Dark Ranger would have been so great for creeping, but it's actually pretty shitty to hold this push against FS. So this was a very horrible decision by yellow. So that's like a free loss decision in this case.
And basically a good reaction by blue because he's also surrounded, and if he sees that yellow wants the fast aggression early.
Yeah, he has to respond, right? Yeah.
I mean, he's going for bears. I guess that's the right call here. It's always a question like, do you want to counter the aggression because it's still like fighting into surround? But after all, if you like, I think it's a pretty good matchup for him. And I'm just realizing that red has a TC second, so Naga TC pretty awesome actually. I like it.
Yeah, and Farseer Keeper of the Grove is also, I think, a good combination.
Oh, he got a FS keeper second, yeah, and Blade Master second, interesting, but
Yeah,
not
it's
so
not
sure.
that great unless he gets a healer as a third. Yeah. But the TC in Naga is pretty cool.
yeah,
like that.
I like it. I just talked with Ishan yesterday that I really like to play Naga first every now and then.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think she's underrated.
Sounds like a fun combination. Yeah.
Super fun, and also micro wise, I think with like Naga first with Panda second, it's somehow like, at least with my hotkeys, it works pretty well. So there are some hero combos that I just can't make work, like Keeper first or something. I suck with it like so hard, but with Naga it's actually much easier with Fog Lightning.
Why would you get Keeper first though?
There are some
Doesn't
maps where it
level
can make
scale
sense.
So well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, with Treants, like there are some circumstances if there are not many creeps at all, it can't, like, at least Tom played it a couple of times, but it's just one of these combos that I can't make work. And also Panda first, I really struggle with, like every hero that needs like 2 spells, basically.
Yeah, you creep really slow with Panda first.
Yeah.
So.
And red is taking this, like, it's a bit greedy, but I like that he takes this first.
He already got 2 red spots, right? With this one.
Yeah.
He got the Orb of Darkness, which is a crappy item, but he can sell it.
And he gets a pendant of
Pendant
mana. Wow.
mana. Really cool. Good for the Town Chieftain, or Naga for that matter.
Now he's getting rid of all the archers. That's also good.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too early. Okay, maybe one archer he could have kept for this other red spot will be quite heavy to creep with just 2 heroes.
But yeah, the Naga, no mana, that's a thing. Probably with Elf, it's a little bit easier to have her full mana, but yeah, without using potions.
Yeah. And heavy push here by blue with the first bear, but he needs some more time here. And now the master upgrade finished, and he has a lot of gold. I'm not quite sure why he isn't, like, I think he should just, okay, now he does go straight up to 80 and kill yellow.
Yeah, he's
Purple
probably-
is on 53 food with no gold.
he can kill those archers and then stay 50 for some time.
Yeah. He's also creeping like insignificant spots, I would say. Why have they taken the red to the right side of the map at the 3 o'clock position?
Wow, sorry, I did listen for you for a second.
Yeah.
Blood Mage third, it's pretty amazing. I love that combo.
But what does he add here? He can, of course, he can siphon mana, but apart from that, maybe Flame Strike.
I would
AoE?
totally go. I always forget the name. I really always like what's in the other spell name.
Banish.
Banish, right? Banish Chimeras is so amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's you need to go for it.
With Fork Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, and
That makes
especially
sense.
against Elf, it's like Flame Strike is not really useful. If you have Stomp, like if the Elf goes for Dryads, it doesn't really.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Probably it's a good combination for Chippo.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
Banish. Yeah. And I think maybe even I always forget spell names. Mana Drain in combination with Mana Shield, maybe can be very interesting. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be funny. Imagine some guy focusing the Naga and she's getting fed all this mana.
I guess no one would, or everyone would stop just focusing her, but I guess it would
But
be
for some
pretty cool.
moments, could be a good
Yeah,
moment.
Yellow only
Let's
has
see
one
that
hero or what? Only Dark Ranger?
Yeah, Yellow is having a really hard time here, and he's towering up, but what does...
It's really hard to deal with the bears in random hero.
Yeah,
But towers is a good answer.
Yeah, and he should add spikes, but now it bites him that he hasn't the shredder.
He didn't get the
early.
shredder. Yeah.
But I think with headhunters in the beginning and all the peons next to the lumber mill, or how is it called for the orc, you usually have a good amount of lumber as orc early on. But as soon as you need to get all those upgrades in every building, that's then you
I
will
think
learn.
one thing I noticed from all my TBR games so far is that aggression is, people are very aggressive. They attack really early compared to FML, from what I'm used to. People, they usually creep all the map before they start attacking each other, but it has not been the case in any of the TBR games I've seen so far.
Yeah, it depends, right? You have some players that are trying to like hoard for very long early, and then you have very early
Yeah.
aggression.
I don't see many hoarders here in TBR, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's true.
The meta changed, guys.
Yeah, I've been away for 2 years, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, I think from my perspective, Red got the best heroes by far.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. And he got a Staff of Silence, and
Yeah.
also nice.
Tracking this as well.
As Purple, I would really hate to fight against Red at this point with these heroes.
I'm really surprised that Yellow was able to hold like this first push. Like these towers came right at the very right time. He needs like that's his only hope that Purple dies. So Purple needs to die, and then he maybe has a chance. But I just like Headhunters and Dark Ranger are just made for creeping early, especially on this map. So if he had gotten the Shredder and continued creeping, I think he would have been in a very, very good spot. And this creep check totally ruined his game.
Yeah, it was a very weird decision. I think purple is really gonna struggle. Maybe he might lose this fight. Okay, TC is losing a lot of health, so maybe
Ooh,
not.
he's losing the TC. Wow.
Yeah.
Steph on cooldown? And he goes for Flame Strike. Okay, interesting. That's a nice fight here.
Yeah, especially.
But still, he's winning the fight. Red is.
Yeah.
No. DK down.
DK down. And Blood Mage level 3, that really hurts. And I'm still surprised that Red hasn't taken that East Expo yet. I haven't crapped it yet, but like he wins this convincingly. And yeah, purple's
Honestly, this looks like a quick game to me. Could be like maybe Red just if he kills purple now, he can
I guess
walk
it,
over with the rest.
I guess it depends on Red's playstyle.
And yellow and blue, they need to scout.
I think
and
yellow
communicate.
and blue are basically suiciding each other. So
Yeah. So Sly, what were you saying?
Yeah, I want to say that yellow and blue need to communicate in peace as soon as possible, scout the map, and don't be so emo like they acted in the beginning.
yeah.
But yeah, hard to say. There's some pressure in TBR because you're not playing for yourself only, but for the team as well. You're preparing some stuff usually, and then one creep jack in situation will make you angry or whatever. And then
Purple is he's dead. I mean, he got no gold. He can't compete with his army.
need to recover.
I'm really surprised how much gold Yellow was able to spend into all these towers. That's really a lot of towers. Like these 8 towers in his main alone, and then another 6 at the expansion are really preventing.
It's not a stupid thing to do on a map like this though, because the mines are, so much
There's
gold in the mines.
Yeah, much gold in it, and with just 2 mines, you can hang around for a long time. And look at Blue's gold. He wasted a lot going
Okay.
50 early, and
Dead.
Blue sees what's going on, so he's gonna probably help purple if yellow backs off.
I don't think that makes sense at this point. Like I think helping doesn't make sense. Like he now scouts the blue spot here on the right. I think it makes much more sense for him to take or to find the 3rd expansion and take it, and then make sure that it's becoming a 3-way, and then potentially fight against red, maybe a surprise attack. Because if blue finishes red and has the gold, then he should be able to easily finish yellow.
Wait, you said blue finishing red?
I mean, after, like, I think blue needs to make sure that purple gets out. I don't think it makes sense for blue to help at this point. I think, like, he has an interest that purple leaves the game. As long as blue is able to gather some gold, he might be able to go for a sneak 100 supply attack on red after. Like, I think that would be a good chance for him to finish the game quickly, because yellow has no chance in a late game 1-on-1. Like, he's
the problem for blue is that he has an army that doesn't counter red at all.
Yeah, he needs a transition.
Everything if he attacks.
Yeah.
So he needs to move in when red is weakened somehow, and then trade, I would say.
Yeah, I think he needs to get rid of his army, and he could either, I guess he could go on purple, I don't know, or he just uses it for creeping. But his army is basically useless. Like, he could continue fighting against yellow, but I'm not sure that would be a good option.
Yeah,
because
he wouldn't get good levels from that.
Yeah. So I guess like his only option to really use the army would be purple, just to finish purple now. Like purple is out of the game anyways, and red is just holding here. And
though that I don't think that makes sense, because they don't stand a good chance against red alone.
Yeah, crazy. They continue fighting.
Did red just kill that blue expansion here? Okay, that's interesting. So I mean, obviously that may trigger him.
So purple is fighting 40 food against 80. But since red has so many hippos, he's losing his heroes.
And strong hero focus here by purple. Like that's
it's the only thing he can do, really.
And red has way too many hippos. I think.
He had like 3 chimeras more could have wiped blue
Easy.
off the map
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
and get huge levels and then take it to 1 vs 2 easily, I guess.
And that must have been a
But, yeah.
misclick. Like, why would you get so many hippos? Like, purple had not a massive air army in the first place. So
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
us about it as Elf. Doesn't it happen quite repeatedly?
yeah,
Okay, so blue goes in again, but he can't really kill anything there.
the TC has no TP. What?
Crazy. Another one.
He's just losing all of his heroes here, like without involts. That's just feels a bit stupid here. Maybe.
It's very bad fight by red.
And yellow doesn't seem to be piecing here. I think it would be a good choice for yellow is up to 4k, but like he plays it like troll wise. He still has one hero only, so
Yeah, but he wants the Dark Ranger level 6 and then adding other heroes, I guess. And that's
He's
quite as
he's
much
pumping
as-
now, pumping Wyverns and Torrents.
I mean it's a good point, but it still seems like a troll strategy you would rather play in. Like it's so late into the game already, and is Dark Ranger really? Does it have more worth than like getting your second and third hero and get them to level 2 at least? I think that would be.
But the heroes can level really fast when you have a big army to fight with. So,
Yeah.
You can
if you can keep them alive, that's the hard part.
Yes, and with Orc you cannot keep your low-level heroes alive as well as with the races like Elf or
Human,
when you
yeah.
have staffs. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a bad move by
Okay.
also not a troll way of play, but just a safe way and all the towers and yeah.
Seems a bit like it. And I mean, he's getting, he's going for torrents now. So I guess at some point. Ooh, and blue is doing.
Blue is pissed
Ah.
at the purple.
So
Crazy.
He did what you said he should.
yeah.
hide.
I think it's not a bad move, honestly, because like
Wow, that Blade Master is just chewing through all the heroes, man. God.
yeah, the double claws really
that
doing
was
some
just 3 hits and
Okay.
crazy.
all heroes
Roar.
dead.
It's good.
It's easy to underestimate these purple heroes. I think they're doing some massive damage with, and I think he, yeah, also with the Fire Lord, he dealt some damage. Like Fire Lord is having some nice attack here with these lava spawns. So
Yeah, looks really strange game, to be honest.
really strange. And like red, I think red had it in his hands, but he's just losing. He's just losing way too many heroes to finish this quickly.
But he still got decent hero levels and good amount of gold, so he's still in a very good, maybe in the best spot, I would say.
Yeah,
Red,
but
you say?
Red,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, red must be in the best spot.
But he could have taken this expo way earlier just to get, like, he could be up to, I think, 7-8k if he had, like, built a bit fewer hippos.
Staff of Silence, really nice item.
Yeah. A second one, right? He has 2.
Yeah.
Has he?
that-
Oh,
I think he has 1 on the Naga too. Yeah, he has 2. That's if you don't forget it in fights, it's really nasty.
I'm not sure that red is like a Night of player. I think he's just playing Night of for the sake of random.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
for the
Oh,
yeah.
and very nice
Yeah,
attack upcoming here on the right and on the left, but I'm not sure what to focus. I think the left fight might be more action-packed. The right side.
Yeah. I think yellow is now moving in with a full-scale attack,
And
100
towers.
through.
I've never seen this kind of like it's a strange army. You rarely see demolishers in the back. Just a single hero and then like 3
Yeah.
torrents. So this is a crazy army. Very scary for the Night Elf actually, who has
Yeah.
nothing but bears and is on purple actually. So
This is awesome. The purple.
This blue guy is he's so mad right now. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
yeah, it could turn out into a free win for red after all. Like if red is now is finishing purple now and yellow is successful with this attack on blue, might be a pretty straightforward win for red rather soonish.
Yeah.
When we just see a gradient here leaving Battle.net, Imagine blue would be a gradient with 3 summoning heroes.
No, Gradient, he always plays for win. I don't know, I haven't seen any like emo players, or how you would say suiciders in TPR. Like this blue is playing right now is complete suicide.
Yeah,
There's
probably
no
is.
justification for it.
I think if he had pieced yellow, I think there would have been a justification. But since yellow was still attacking him, it surely didn't make sense to like change aggro to purple. So this attack will finish
There's no
him.
rules against suiciding, right? All sportsmen play like that.
I guess since it's anonymous, it's difficult. Like in FML, if you say before the game, "I will just suicide you," and I guess it's tricky. Like it's not really something we want to see.
Yeah, so
But-
this is only based on Purple's own decision to kill off Blue's expansion.
I guess, yeah. So yellow is getting some stuff done. He has Dark Ranger almost level 7. Level 7 now.
Yeah, and he's at 101 food.
To me, yellow looks like a very experienced FFA player.
Lamer, I would say probably Ina. Yeah,
Well, he looks like
It
a
reminds me
typical
of Ina.
American FFA player to me
yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, blue is
You-
pretty toast.
Who do you think it is?
No clue. It's hard.
It reminds me of Ishan. He likes the Dark Ranger, I think.
But it's random hero.
Yeah, or sexy. Yeah, but I don't think it's either of those two, because sexy is not even playing. So
And now he has Raw
I don't know who
on
it
his
is.
entire army. It's so fun. Like this is a pretty fun game so far. I like it. Although it may be over a bit too quickly if this continues.
yeah, I think Purple's gonna die, and so is Blue.
Ooh, this
Though
damage. Wow.
Blue does have a base outside.
Yeah, but not like he's pretty dead still. He has 600 gold and just this one expansion, and it's scouted.
It really bothers me that Red is TPing all the time. I'm not sure he knows that Blue is actually dead, because he should just finish Purple right now ASAP,
Yeah,
and then he can kill Yellow after.
if he hadn't committed to like 100,000 hippos, I think he could have killed purple way quicker.
But the Hippos are good now against Yellow, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
now it's too late to get rid of them. Like now he has them, and I mean the yellow is really just like he spent all his gold on this attack, so he has some towers and he got the second expo. But I'm actually not sure yellow stands a chance against red. Maybe with a surprise attack, but
Still the Orb of Darkness, come on.
and yellow's going for double race. He has a wisp now. Oh, and he's going on
so-
red. Nice. He's not finishing blue. I really like this move. That makes it way more interesting for us.
Do you
Really.
guys think it's Ina? I think it's Ina. Just gonna put it out there.
Could be, yeah.
It's. I agree with you. It looks a bit like something he could play.
Yeah.
But I think it looks a bit too. Don't want to say noobish, but it's like the way this early attack was. I don't think Ina plays this like would.
Maybe it's
This-
Manip.
I don't know. Oh, and that was a mediocre betting here. So
yeah, all the Wyvern are dying. No
So-
Spirit Link.
that doesn't look like Ina, honestly.
No,
This
that
was
looks
a
like a
very-
very poor micro.
That was a horrible attack. Like totally unprepared. Diving
Did
into.
they unleash the Fetta? Or
But maybe he was just like 100 and not getting any gold at all. And now
Fetta so far 0 games, as I understand. So.
I mean,
But
I
he's not chatting, and also it can't be Fetta, I think.
and why did red like? Did someone else try to get that? Like, why red could have gone for that expo so much quicker? Like that was totally accessible to him, and he just. I think red is still in a decent spot, but I think he. I don't know.
the
Blue is so
scouting,
mad.
especially early on, and checking the positions, and then going for some cross map expansions wasn't there, right? Was a,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the
Oh,
DK
there,
will
the
die.
Lancer stopped there. Perfect. The Fire Lord is so fucking useless. He just dies
Yeah.
every time.
And it really bothers me that he doesn't use banish. Like he has skilled flame strike. I think banish.
Yeah, I think you're right. Banish is really cool with the chimps.
Yeah, and I think flame strike against night elves is just kind of useless, especially if you have stomp. Like it's, or if you have TC, it's banish is so much better. And if the dryad has, if the elf has dryads, flame strike is totally useless anyways. And if he goes for air, like also banish much better. And yeah, the blade master.
Blue wants to kill yellow now. He's full suicide mode. Before it was purple, he was pissed at.
So we will see a nice 45-minute game as it seems.
Yep. How many minutes is it now? I don't expect this game to last more than 30 minutes.
I think it started like 5 minutes. I think 9:05 or something. So it's. I think we're at the 30-minute mark now. So
It's a really nice short game. Yeah.
yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah, the map usually stands for good entertainment early on and also over the game all around. It's good.
I think balancing is usually quite easy on this map, as you can pretty easily scout who has which expos. So, but obviously suiciding is also pretty easy on this map. So,
Blue thinks he deserves an explanation to why he's being finished. Yeah.
Yeah, red.
I think it makes perfect sense. He doesn't need his own.
Red does the right thing with the finishing blue off.
Yeah,
as
he
soon as
just
possible.
needs to make sure he finishes all
Yeah.
of blue. Otherwise, it's gonna be
Yellow
pain in
needed
the
to
ass.
hit earlier, but a lot of bats could solve.
and
the
will he
initial
micro the? Oh, he. I think he could have let him TP. Maybe I guess it's.
Wow. Warden second. Yeah. Interesting. Well played, retard.
Yeah, purple seemed to be like a not bad player, but with his heroes, it was hard.
Yeah. It was extremely hard, yeah.
He used all the
That
bats
betting
on the-
was okay, but
Wow.
obviously.
Everything on the ground
and
just
lost
died.
the bats, yeah. Either he has some ping issues or
Oh, actually, yellow has dual tech now. He got 3 of life also in his
Yeah,
map.
but I'm
But
not
he
sure
can't,
it's gonna help him.
He's not gonna have money enough to get.
I guess
the
blue. Yeah, blue.
yeah,
Will.
it's not over, I would say, because those towers.
I think it's 100% over. Like with these heroes, it's like if red would have 2/1/1 heroes, I guess yellow may have a chance. But against 6/5, 7/6/5 with 8/1, I think he's doomed. No chance.
Yeah. The only chance is to kill off Red's economy, but I don't think he
Yeah.
can base race him.
No, and I mean yellow has just one mine in a bit. So
Yeah.
this is super over. And even blue is still in the game and may hold some grudges against yellow still. So this is
Last building there, right?
no one tree in the
No,
south.
he's got a tree down there.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's probably the quickest TBR game
So
this
far,
season.
yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And yellow even opened his main base to the back with a shredder, so you can dive right into it with the chimeras and kill all burrows. So
I'm thinking that there's not a lot of try-hard players here in this game.
in this game,
Yeah.
yeah, I
It
don't
seemed
know.
like they didn't want to win that badly.
So what are your guesses? I mean, you know some of the players, but what are your
I think Red is on my team. I don't know, but I think so.
I hope red is on my team.
Yeah.
I also didn't check the AKA, so
what players from other teams do you expect? Like you mentioned Ina, but
Oh yeah, for yellow.
I imagine Toxie probably because he's
Yeah,
elf.
it could be Tox. Yeah, sure.
Ooh, a lot of bets. I totally missed that.
Yeah,
But-
splitting.
He's nice splitting. Like the splitting is
The
okay.
batting is horrible. Very
Yeah,
horrible.
But it's also difficult. Like he has nothing to pull the units.
3 more bats could do the trick.
Oh,
He killed
nice.
some chimeras, but now he's out of gold. So
That was like 30 bats for
yeah,
4
for
chimeras or something. Yeah.
and TC is level
Yeah, if
6.
he had some more gold, but
And now even Flame Strike becomes handy here against the towers.
Do you think yellow could be Tox? Tox is like playing every game, TBR game, it seems to me. Who has played most games in TBR so far?
I guess Toxie and Neutron.
Toxie and Neutron?
But as far as I know, Cumulo Brothers aren't playing this match, so they
Okay.
are skipping. So
Oh,
you need
that's
to. I need more guesses for that reason.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Probably
I don't follow the scene so closely as DVA. DVA
I
has
also
been
don't know too much about
criticizing me for not paying attention. So this is super over.
Yeah.
No. Just let's leave the game, okay?
I would stay just for the honor.
We might desync them. Yeah.
But yeah, imagine this early confrontation there wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I don't know. That really decided the game to some degree. Like that was. Yeah, I think yellow decided the game eventually.
Yeah,
But
because
Blue's
they
reaction-
needed to team red because he has the best and the best position. So
Yeah. I mean, at least someone needed to stay alive. Like, at least 2 players needed to stay alive against him. And they all died at the exact same time, basically. Except, like, yellow killed blue right when blue weakened purple. And red just had to kill purple quickly. And, I mean, look at this. Like, yellow is really investing a lot into
I want to
serious.
see him go full Raider lane. I want to see full Raider lane and just
But
go
that's-
base race.
That's so tricky on this map. Like you can't really, like you
Yeah.
can't really escape.
Okay, so it's full bats. Yeah, okay, that's also nice. Yeah.
Like what is Red doing? Like Red seems AFK or something. Okay, now he's getting more chimeras. He just split the chimeras, sent them everywhere. It's just like the Dark Ranger died. I guess is it alive? Back alive? No, Dark Ranger.
died.
Okay, so
He started scouting. Oh no, he was reacting to the Chimera attacking the tree.
Oh man, GG. Wow, what a good game.
it was. I think it was fun one for a 40-minute match. Let me quickly check who were the players. So blue Alcor. Let me check. Was
I'm really curious about that.
Alcor?
I think there's no need to go in depth with an analysis on that game.
No,
except
but
to say
the
that,
players might be exciting. Blue
Yellow's
and then
Creepjack was a bit questionable.
blue should have been Ponty. Not sure if you can confirm that slide, but I think it was
I don't
Ponty.
know. Ponty
Yeah.
was playing, but if he was blue, I don't know.
Yeah, he was blue. If he was playing, then he was blue.
Okay.
Then we have purple. Almark. Let me find purple. Purple had a hard time in this one. So like I
Yeah.
think killing this blue expansion was a pretty tricky move. It was Yanker. So purple was Yanker.
Yeah. Damn it.
And then yellow was good old Fetta.
Okay, so I was right actually. That was my first guess.
And winner is my god, winner was Alien actually. So
Alien.
Really?
Ah,
Okay.
yeah,
true.
so
Random player.
pretty fun cast, like on paper, not the cast you would like except Feta sometimes, but usually not the cast that you would expect in a 40-minute match. So
Yeah.
interesting, but yeah, it's Silver Pine. It can be pretty crazy. Also, random heroes always interesting. So
It's always fun
Yeah.
to watch Fetta games, to be honest.
yeah, it is. But in this case, it was a bit too suicidal, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, another win for Ironex. So it's getting closer there, up at the top.
Mm.
Thanks for casting this with me, and yeah, have a good
Thanks for having
evening.
us. Yeah.
Evening, and another match tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to cast it, but yeah, we do have some very nice matches left over Christmas next weekend. Looking forward to the Hurricane Isle Hero Snipe game on Saturday. That's going to be one of my highlights. Hopefully, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that.
Yeah, I expected, like, we don't want. It's like certain games are not made for you, I guess. At least not yet.
No. Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Not ever.
Awesome, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Yeah.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
See you.